make it. Lord, please don't save them. Minor bumps as I've been paving the road. I go to sleep, go major. Silver too, but I've been playing for gold. That metal keep close range. I cleaned up, still dangerous. Can't change West Philly raised. Wake up, shot calling. Pay what I bought it. New crib, psychotic. I'm so iconic. Fly down to see the islands. She ain't even bring a wallet. They don't get it, but I got it. I'm so iconic. Got your stacks up, but you ain't got no rings, yeah. Got my stacks up, I'm living out my dreams, yeah. Stretch this condo, I can fit a limousine, yeah. Ain't that ironic? I'm so iconic. This be my tunnel music. Like cut that confetti, I'm running through it. Like play that whole lane, I'm running through it. And if they run at me, let my youngins do it. I just married, I'm honeymooning. I got hot on my own and ain't nothing coolin'. I don't punch in no clock, I sun and moon. I'm shot, bullet, proven, let it go. Wake up, shot calling. Pay what I bought it. New crib, psychotic. I'm so iconic. Fly down to see the islands. She ain't even bring a wallet. They don't get it, but I got it. I'm so iconic. Got your stacks up, but you ain't got no rings, yeah. Got my stacks up, I'm living out my dreams, yeah. Stretch this condo, I can fit a limousine, yeah. Ain't that ironic? I'm so iconic. I'm so iconic. Yeah, I'm so iconic. Yeah, they don't get it, but I got it. Ain't that ironic? I'm so iconic.
I think he knows when I play with him like that, when I say to him like that, have my with him like that. I think he knows when I play with him like that, when I say to him like that, that he's coming right back. She's a provocateur, dance for a connoisseur. Weeks of Friday for sure. Tell the girls we're taking a detour. Give him help, yeah. Get these boys help, yeah. She does it well, oh yeah.
Like ice cream on Shanty, playing in AMG. Let it rain on me. On my head, boys, I'm on my knees like that. Lord, please pray for me. Save your grace for me.
Say, boy, what you want? Get that, get that, get that. Shoot in my mouth, shoot in my and one. Okay, on the real, I'ma take his out. I'ma take him from his. On the real, I think he knows.
I think he knows. When I play with him like that, I think he knows. When I say to him like that,
the trenches, gutter fields and stenches. Gone ball, they filling up the benches. Half-court shooter, spitting from the medulla. Life for the game, they talking like I'm the doula. Nobody want a doula, defend the throne. I'm a dog in the zone and your man's is bones. I don't fear the stones, I flash the paws. Don't be talking to me crazy with no glass jaw. A spit of light saliva, you can never survive her. Streets got a code, or couldn't decipher. Watch the way you talk when you talking to me. And if you didn't know, it's the NEC. Every day cannot stay the same. Yeah. But one thing that's never gonna change. Forever, ever, forever, ever, forever. I forever reign. Forever, ever, forever, ever, forever, forever. If you don't love me, you must hate yourself. Either way you play with me, you gon' play yourself. Don't be stupid, decide that I'm the same. A new rover and they still ain't got the range. Can't even hang with, doing big things, but the fame ain't changed. Trying to maintain, but your chain can't blame. On a new plane, but your main can't tame this. Same dame, but the rock got bigger. Might buy the drop top, got more figures. Pull up in the lot, still block pop. The posse can spot. Come and go, but I still chat. Now I ain't saying I'm the best, I'm just saying that you're not. I got it all, baby, give it everything you got. And arrogant, sitting in the booth, I ain't even gotta lie, cause you know that I'm the truth. Yeah. Every day cannot stay the same. Yeah. But one thing that's never gonna change. Forever, ever, forever, ever, forever. I forever reign. Forever, ever, forever, ever, forever, forever. Forever, ever, forever, ever, forever, forever.
How you wanna try to beat the force? I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more? See some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more?
Don't be afraid of the bounce. See when your things levels gotta change to get mouth. How can I walk in doubt? Never been a beg, never been a loud mouth. Pen can go for days. I'm obsessed with it, can't change my ways. So blessed with it, what can I say? Top form staying in shape.
How you wanna try to beat the force? I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more? See some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more?
I'm gonna run it up, though you know your fun is up. James knew back when I was coming up, didn't wanna know then. Now I bet they're loving us no more. No R&R, the bar is raised. If you know me, know I can bar for days. Nothing to prove, cause I've done enough. Lights out, still gonna keep the torch. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more?
How you wanna try to beat the force? I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more? See some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more? Show you look a piece, wanna see some more? How you wanna try to beat the force? I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more? See some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more? See some, see some. I never mind if people change. I wanna try and heal my pain. How do you buy what can't be sold? How can you lie to me in my face? In my face, in my face, in my face, in my face. Lights out, still gonna keep the torch. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more?
There's a girl in my backyard. I can run fast but won't get far. My mom thinks that I'm an animal. I'm just looking for the antidote. There's a British girl on my TV screen. She's so hot, she's so mean. Burn my body like it's flammable.
still gamble with it. We getting right before we take off on the landing strip. Know that you like all the attention that a fan gives. Say that you like me, but you way too young for marriage. I've been here before, I know exactly how it goes. Yeah, now I got you packing up your clothes. You can hit me up and let me know exactly when you close. I'm her favorite, says she need a. She wanna all day. Hey, 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 hey. Your sensation, my fixation. Hey, hey, hey. Your sensation is my fixation.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to downtown Detroit and Ford Field, the home of the Lions. With Greg Olson, Mike Tirico up here in the booth. So glad that you are along with us. Greg got a couple offenses here that love to take their shots down the field, so the defenses really have their task right in front of them if they want to win this game.
Yeah, no question. I think as many of the matchups that we've dove into this entire week, it really comes down to which defense puts a lid on the opposing passing game and prevents as many big plays as possible. We see it week in and week out. The correlation between generating big plays, especially through the air, directly leads to the ability to score points. So make teams...
Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. But this is taken in by a teammate. That's the way to get started, a pickup of 17 and a very quick first down.
Here we go, set.
Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
And they'll stop him. At least it's an improvement over the last play. They're not losing yardage, but it didn't gain any here. And now it's going to be third down. Back to throw. That's over the middle to Kittle. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively, and now decision time. What are you going to do on fourth down? And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Lions offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10.
Ready? Get go.
They'll start with an option play to the right. Yeah. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
Ready?
One more time for Montgomery. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's second down.
Get it.
They'll stay on the ground. Again, Montgomery. And they'll stop him. At least it's an improvement over the last play. They're not losing yardage, but it didn't gain any here, and now it's going to be third down.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
He's got his tight end. It's Ingram. He's across midfield. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. That is well done there, converting on 3rd and 15.
Here we go. Panther 11. Panther. Come on.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
Ready?
Now Montgomery. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down. On the handoff, it's Montgomery. Montgomery, 1st down, still going. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. David Montgomery. Touchdown, Detroit.
Go!
He'll drop to throw. That's going to be caught. So add a couple more points, and they add to their lead.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
Certainly hasn't been their best game in terms of rushing the passer, but you find yourself with a lead here in the 4th quarter. No better time for that pass rush to come alive and see if they can close this game out.
He'll get that into the hands of Tyreek Hill. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Noise reverberating off the roof, very loud before 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. He's got his man. It's Hill. And he will score. Tyreek Hill. Touchdown, Giants. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. He'll look to throw. And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
Mike, we hear it so often when a team trails by 8. Oh, this is only a 1-score game. That's not always the case. It's dependent upon getting that 2-point conversion. So here you go. You fail, they got to find a way to get the ball back and score again.
The Lions offense ready to get back at it. The lead is 2, and they're going to try to make something happen here, starting with a 1st and 10. So they start this on the ground with Montgomery. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down.
Let's go.
Now here's a keeper on the zone read. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Now a timeout. Giants, that is their 2nd. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the 1st down. He'll decide to keep this once more. And he's going to be brought down, but not until he gets inside the 35. Here's a handoff to Montgomery. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down.
Ready? Hot, hot.
A carry here for Montgomery. And nothing cooking on that one. He'll be met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
Got it. Ready?
21 is the line to gain as we hit third down. They'll run with Montgomery.
I think the decision of whether or not you kick the field goal or keep your offense on the field, Mike, comes down to, do you have a play on your call sheet you love? Do you have a critical down, fourth down play that you know is going to work? Because if you do, now's the time to dial it up, be aggressive, and extend this drive.
And he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it, and they stuff him on fourth down. Here is 1st and 10.
Here we go. Ready?
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the rush gets there. Down he goes. Call it Motown, call it the Motor City. To Lions fans, this is home. Ford Field in downtown Detroit. So good to have you here with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson getting set for kickoff here. Greg, no matter how many ways we look at this game, it always comes down to one stat, doesn't it? How you taking care of the ball.
Yeah, and it's just so crazy, Mike, that every single week, no matter how complex these matchups get and how many factors there are to determining who wins and who loses any game in the NFL, at the top of the list, the most important metric that everybody studies, can you protect the ball on offense and can you take it away on defense? And I don't think today's matchup is any different.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
They just have to be better on first down. They've got to find a way to continue to operate ahead of the sticks, and I don't mind throwing it on first down. That is the best down in football to attempt to pass, but if they don't protect the passer, none of it's going to matter.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long.
When that play call came into the huddle, Mike, I don't think anyone seriously expected this guy to suddenly rip off that type of gain to extend this drive. That was more of a, hey, get what you can, wave the white flag. We are so far behind the sticks.
And he's going to give his guys some really good field position as he dives to the ground to get as much as he can. The Lions offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Six the Eagles.
On the ground, Montgomery to start the drive. Gets to the edge at the 30. And he's out of bounds, but they take it to the red zone. Inside the 20.
Ready up.
They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10.
Set up.
The motion man is Johnson.
Check go.
On 1st and 10, it's Montgomery. And he'll be taken down.
Well, that certainly didn't take long. 2 back-to-back really nice plays. This one on the ground, and this is the idea, Mike. Every offense in the league, you want to strike fast. You want to have big explosions.
He slams it in there, and he is in. David Montgomery. Touchdown, Lions. The decision is made. The offense will stay out there and go for 2.
Ready.
From the gun, here's Montgomery. And he will take it in and tack on the 2 points to make it 8-0. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. He'll start at the 4. Wow, they are hitting now. been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on that return. Here's the Giants offense now. They get set to take over once more. They'll be searching for a way to get on that scoreboard for the first. No chance at all. He'll go down. They'll look to throw. That's to the left side, taken in by Harrison.
So often, sacks, especially on first down, can be drive killers. But their ability here to take this from second and long to third and short, they've got a really good opportunity here, Mike. If they don't get it on third, don't be surprised if they go forward on fourth.
And he will have a Giants first down. At least it would appear that way. Didn't get it by much, but yes, they do give him the conversion on 3rd and 1. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. Second down and 8. Now they'll set up to throw. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
Sometimes, Mike, your greatest strength can also be a little bit of your weakness. In this case, he is so used to being able to buy more time with his feet, extend the play, give his targets more time downfield.
Oh, big hole, left side. Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he's going to take this all the way to the house. 75 yards. Touchdown, Giants. Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it, and he'll go down, back at the 4.
This is why film study is so important, Mike. It feels to me like the defense recognized that formation from during the week in practice. They knew exactly what was coming, and what's a critical play on that 2-point try, defense is able to get a stop.
Here's the Detroit offense now, headed back onto the field. They'll do so with 1st and 10. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
You know, there's all this talk, Mike, about the value of the run game in today's NFL. You know when the run game matters? It matters right now. 4th quarter, you've got the lead. Can you lean on your running back and offensive line to close this game out?
So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this.
Go!
Line of scrimmage is the 31 as they line up 1st and 10. Here's a designed run. And we'll see a timeout used by the defense, stopping it right out of the break. 1:57 to go in the game.
Ready? Hut.
Now, this looks like a design run. Montgomery, first down, still going. And they will finally track him down inside the 40-yard line. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
Let's go. Ready?
Now, faking the give. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Sack.
Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He'll get rid of it and complete it. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line.
Ready?
Here's a designed run. And the Lions are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
What a great run down here inside the red zone, Mike. It's so important that you still can run the ball. Great job here by the back. I thought for a minute he was going to score. He gets it all the way down inside the one, and I wouldn't be surprised if they let him finish this drive off. In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what they...
And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play.
And that's exactly how you stress all week, finishing a game. Get the ball and leave no doubt. But that late touchdown, Mike, that should all but just seal this victory away.
The extra point by Aubrey is good. And the Lions will make it a 2-score game as they are now up 9. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he will get cut down short. This is 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. And he'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Here's 1st down. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it's...
And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. So it's a win here for the Lions.
Hey, it's Paul. I was listening to the album. Good luck. You're on your own.
Well, look what the stork brung. Little baby devil with the forked tongue. And it's sticking out, yeah, like a sore thumb. With a forehead that it grew horns from. Still a white jerk. Pulling up in a Chrysler to the cipher with a in a light shirt. Lyrical technician, an electrician. Y'all light work. And I don't gotta play pretend. It's you, I make believe. And you know I'm here to stay, cause me. If I was to ever take a lead, it would be aspirin to break your feet. If I was to ask for Megan D Stallion, if she would collab with me, would I really have a shot at her feet? I don't know, but I'm glad to be back like abracadabra. If I'm a last trick, I'm about to reach in my back, bruh. Like abracadabra. If I'm a last trick, just like that, and I'm back, bruh. Now back in the days of old me, right around the time I became ate some as a way of coping. Take the case of turned me into smiley face emoji. May not be age appropriate, but I will put an 8-year-old
Call your friend, now we in friends. International man, tats on my hand. Take a trip with a pilot, I tell you when we land. You know I'm down with the whales, I be by the sand. On sun, yeah, it's blowing in the wind. What you doing? We kung fu and I beat it up. They never heard me on the beat when it speeded up. 100 racks on the plate, she gon' eat it up. Yeah, I'm all in, like all night. Throw the racks up, make it fall right. And if you take a shot, make sure you hold the ball right. 1-800, yeah, bad, my type. My type, yeah, it's my type. I love the way that she put it all on me. The best things don't come from free.
100 racks, she be dancing. 100 racks, she should take chances. 100 racks, she's in this bed. 100 racks, she can get this all night. All night. All night.
You can tell when it's Tokyo, it's all heat. Don't ride in the back, jump in the front seat. By the end of the night, she gon' love me. She don't even know me, she wanna hug me. It's a vision, little baby, I'm moving cozy. Most solid in the game, it can't fold me. How you do it, it's so fluid, let's get to it. If you want something, gotta commit to it. This is something that jam to and sip to it. I can show you how to do it, take you right to it. Made of whales in it, got a twist to it. This ain't Big Shine, but I'm making good music. How you keep rhyming, man, I'm used to it. You should be too, I like it see-through. And if we dancing on the floor, I'ma need you. And if we dancing on the floor, I'ma need you.
100 racks, she be dancing. 100 racks, she should take chances. 100 racks, she's in this bed. 100 racks, she can get this all night. All night.
The seating capacity is 65,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. Kickoff just moments away. Charles, quickly, keys to the game.
For me, it's coaching. Who prepared his team?
As Sanders has it poked free, and this is scooped up by the Lions. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him.
Set it.
And with a play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Here we go. Set. Ready, ready.
Third quarter starting with a run from Montgomery. The tackle made there by Harrison Smith.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Now 2nd and 5. Now Montgomery running right. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. David Montgomery taking it in from 11 yards out as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. New York ready to go again offensively. Harrison will go in motion left. Now Manziel. Rolling to his right. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
Has not been a big game for him throwing the football. I think he feels like, let's try something different. Let's use the legs here and see if we can make some plays.
And no passing touchdowns, yardage not where he would like it. Try something new. It worked there. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. In motion, Hill. Here's Manziel. And he's going to go down again. The corner blitz pays off there as they sack him for a loss of 5.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far. 1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this will be taken at the 13. "21 yards. Well done on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10.
Come on, set. Ready.
To Montgomery to begin the drive. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 52 yards rushing for him now to this point.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. Throwing now, Stewart. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses, because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion forced there, but we've seen it throughout this game. Both of these defense coordinators, they're a step ahead of their offensive counterparts.
Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They go ahead and snap it. Goff. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Lions holding onto the football, and they also have the lead as we start quarter number 4.
We go. 76. 70. Attack.
Goff throwing again. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
And boy, showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Off the option, here's Montgomery. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. 2nd and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3.
As I take a look at the clock, I realize that this drive has eaten up a good portion of the 4th quarter already. Got to tell you, partner, when you're trying to salt away a game, this is exactly what it's supposed to look like.
Montgomery will take this one in. It's a Lions touchdown. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Giants now down by 2 touchdowns. Just over 1:40 to play. They've yet to score all game long, but now they need to do so twice in short order to have a shot. Manziel. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. They'll come up now on 2nd down. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone.
Okay, this isn't one where you want to take the game tape and hold it up as an example, do you? I mean, you talk about frustrating all the way through. And that last error, I think that crystallizes it, doesn't it?
Absolutely. That's been representative of their entire game still being shut out.
60 Maverick, 6-18 Rattler.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And it's caught. Touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Aubrey good with a PAT. And that makes the score 21-0. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the 4th quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mentioned in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while, but everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. The decision made for him. They've got to go. It's 4th down. To the right side and intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick.
Six, 19 tight, 19 tight. Go street. Check, 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 check. Ready.
Stewart. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Second and 11 now.
Hey, let's go. Turbo.
Throwing now, Goff. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
Mavericks. Cut. Hey, lift. That's it.
Now it's Goff. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over.
I said, okay, loser. We go way back, I won't say okay, boomer. Sweet, I brush my teeth, but still my tooth hurt. You cannot come to the cookout, get your hand up out the cooler. She was in my seat, I had to scoot her. She was at her knees, I had to boot her. She just left the team like we ain't knew her. She just left the team like, okay, loser. Yeah, okay, loser. I ain't out on my lonesome. They want me to loan some. I made a fortune. They can't let that go none. I'm doing so much that costs a shoulder. I don't blow it all on a VVS boulder. I put the verse in the Achi. I put the girl in the top T. Rock on my hand, make the rock wanna flock to the stands, cause my op always watching. I said, okay, loser. We go way back, I won't say okay, boomer. Sweet, I brush my teeth, but still my tooth hurt. You cannot come to the cookout, get your hand up out the cooler. She was in my seat, I had to scoot her. She was at her knees, I had to boot her. She just left the team like we ain't knew her. She just left the team like, okay, loser. Okay, loser. And I said, loser. Why the always come?
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to downtown Detroit and Ford Field, the home of the Lions. So good to be with you. Mike Tirico and Greg Olson here. Greg, as we look at this matchup, I'm looking around, hearing this crowd. They're so fired up for this one. What's it like when you come on the road and you've got a hostile environment you need to take care of?
You know, I always liked it. I always thought it added to the element of bringing some energy and bringing some juice, especially in pregame. But once that ball's kicked off, you want to settle this crowd down as fast as you can, especially on offense. Take them out of it. Get them back on their chairs, sitting on their hands. The more energy you give them, the more noise, it does make it a little less efficient to operate, especially on offense. So come out fast, come out furious, and see if you can take this crowd out right from the jump.
And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6.
Let's go now.
They'll run. He'll try the left side now. And this will be a Giants first down as the tackle's made at the 35-yard line.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. Oh, and the rookie puts it on the deck. It's a fumble.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball, the part where your fingers cover, to always be higher than the back tip of the ball. So often you see that front tip go down, and it makes it so much easier for that defender to kind of rake it out. So you want pressure against the outside of the ball, both tips, the inside of the ball, and then keep that front point up.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. Straight ahead, it's Montgomery. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. They'll stay on the ground. Again, Montgomery trying to shove his way forward, but brought down after a gain of a yard. 3rd and a yard.
Let's go now.
They'll try and run it here with Montgomery. And he'll have the first down at the 26. So good job on the ground to keep this drive rolling.
Get it.
Here now, a toss to Montgomery.
This play right here is just a clear example of just how hard it is to bring this back down, Mike. I mean, he had to break multiple tackles just to get back to the original line of scrimmage. But give credit to the defense. They kept bringing bodies at him, and they're eventually able to get him down for no gain.
Montgomery, first down, still going. And he's going to take this all the way home. David Montgomery, touchdown Detroit.
When you start talking about the qualities of a top-tier back in the NFL, Mike, we all talk about size.
Oh, look at this. It's a fake.
I just can't wrap my head around that decision, Mike. I mean, think about it this way. If you want to go for 2, by bringing your extra point unit on, you have to snap the ball from the 15. If you keep your offense on the field to go for 2, you get to snap the ball from the 2-yard line.
And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Giants offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. They're still in search for their first points in this one, but only trailing 6-0. And this drive will begin with a first down. He keeps it himself. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
To the air now on 1st and 10. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. The Lions have got it.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step 1. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
Here's 1st and 10. That's right side and brought in by Williams. And it'll be brought down as we tick toward.
Okay, break.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Back to throw. He'll find Montgomery out of the backfield. And he's going to have a first down. He's forced out. Nice pickup of 9.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Here's 2nd and 6. One more time for Montgomery. And he's going to pick it up and take it down inside the 35 for the first down.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up the first down.
Unlock line! Unlock line! Let go!
From the pistol, a run with Montgomery. And this time, they are ready for him. Thrown for a loss, and it's 2nd down. 2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this.
Go!
Here's a 2nd and 12.
Check that. Check that. Ready.
A handoff, running left, it's Montgomery. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard.
Bring it. Ready, ready.
Now a give to Montgomery, heading right. And now at 152, the defense will pull the plug there as they take a timeout. The offense staying out there for this 4th down.
Go.
Now this looks like a design run, and he's not going to get there. Coming up a couple of yards short. This is going to be a turnover on downs.
You give your offense a chance to close this game out. If they pick up the first down, this game is over. But now, after the defensive stop, we're starting to see some signs of life on that other sideline.
The Giants offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. The deficit, 6 points. So a touchdown here would be mighty nice for the offense. See what they can do on this drive. 1st and 10. Hill drops to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. This one is complete along the sideline. A very nice job to fit that ball in. It'll be a modest gain. The sound deafening in the dome. It's 3rd down. They'll try to set up the screen here. And he'll try to get to the marker, but he's going to wind up a yard or 2 short. Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And they're going to get the first down. They were forced to go for it, and it's going to work out for them. He'll tuck it and take off.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off.
Oh, the pressure too much. He goes down. The crowd cranking it up another notch before 3rd and long. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked off by Darius Slay. He works free, right side. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
So often, Mike, defenders are just happy the ball ends up in his hands, but not this guy. I mean, the catch was one thing, but then the party really got started. I mean, look at this return. He gets one block. He gets another. He's got teammates springing him all over the field, and this offense is lucky this didn't go all the way back for a pick 6.
Ready.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. The offense will stay out there as they will line up and go for 2. Here we go. One final play. And he'll get into the end zone, doing it on his own. Successful 2-point conversion. Down to the final few seconds of this one as the kick is away. A short one taken at... Now on the return, he has lost the football. Special teams is just trying to make something happen, and the ball's loose on the field. So it's a...
Shooting my shot like, ayy. Hit the red dot like, ayy. Finger on the like, ayy, 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 ayy. Shooting my shot like, ayy. Hit the red dot like, ayy. Your spot like, ayy, 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 ayy. I gotta get it, man. Shout out, I'm fully committed like, ayy. I studied the target, I'm never gonna miss it. I call that precision like, ayy. Shooting my shot like, ayy. Hit the red dot like, ayy. Finger on the like, ayy, 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 ayy. Grandma was in A, auntie was in it, ayy. Mama had AAA. I wasn't scared to crash anyone anyway. I ride a shoddy while bro had to get away. I gotta penetrate, I gotta generate. I got like 20-some years to my hood, now I gotta go live away. I'm out of town, but I'm not on the getaway. I spin a giveaway. You mean I'm the generous king for real? I sleep, then I light up the street, got screaming like Billie Jean for real. I'm from the M, I got M's in the bank and M's in all my streams for real. Feeling like Phil, they be living like Carlson if I leave him in the will. Shooting my shot like, ayy. Hit the red dot like, ayy. Finger on the like, ayy, 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 ayy. Shooting my shot like, ayy. Hit the red dot like, ayy. Your spot like, ayy, 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 ayy. I gotta get it, man. Shout out, I'm fully committed like, ayy. I studied the target, I'm never gonna miss it. I call that precision like, ayy. Shooting my shot like, ayy. Hit the red dot like, ayy. Finger on the like, ayy, 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 ayy. Baby, I'm loving it. I think I'm ready for kids. She said when to stop trying to in her face. That makes sense. I'm going up past LA Brent. I'm going off no fence. They switch. Yeah, me and my team go back like plastic cup boys on some tailgate. Okay, look, all eyes on me. I feel like I'm Truman. No, we finna win it, cause I'm about to lose it. I don't give a computers disputing. I go off a field, no heads, just shooting. I die for my team. I'm the coach, I'm recruiting. I'm spending my time and I'm saving the day. I feel like a mutant. I'm built like a student. I'm feeling bilingual, cause I'm in Nigeria, rocking the Cubans. My life is a highlight reel that I keep on looping. You can't just tell me you gotta prove it. Stealing, their first name is Lupin. I'm hitting harder than like Yukin. They sending shots, but I'm high, just juke it. Hitting my desk, I'm B.I.G. You know I can't forget that I do it. Shooting my shot like, ayy. Hit the red dot like, ayy. Finger on the like, ayy, 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 ayy. Shooting my shot like, ayy. Hit the red dot like, ayy. Your spot like, ayy, 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 ayy. I gotta get it, man. Shout out, I'm fully committed like, ayy. I studied the target, I'm never gonna miss it. I call that precision like, ayy. Shooting my shot like, ayy. Hit the red dot like, ayy. Finger on the like, ayy, 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 ayy. Passport stamp, let's do the money dance. Back in, call your friend, now we in France. International man, tats on my hand. Take a trip with a pilot, I tell you when we land. You know I'm down with the whales, I be by the sand. Sun, yeah, it's blowing in the wind. What you doing? We kung fu and I beat it up. They never heard me on the beat when it speeded up. 100 racks on the plate, she gon' eat it up. Yeah, I'm all in, like all night. Throw the racks up, make it fall right. And if you take a shot, make sure you hold the ball right. 1-800, yeah, bad, my type. My type, yeah, it's my type. I love the way that she put it all on me. The best things don't come for free.
100 racks, she be tempted. 100 racks, she should take chances. 100 racks, she's in this bed. 100 racks, she can get this all night. All night. All night.
You can tell when it's Tokyo, it's all heat. Don't ride in the back, jump in the front seat. By the end of the night, she gon' love me. She don't even know me, she wanna hug me. It's a vision moving cozy. Most solid in the game, he can't fold me. How you do it is so fluid, let's get to it. If you want something, gotta commit to it. This is something that jam to and sip to it. I can show you how to do it, take you right to it. Made a rails in it, got a twist to it. This ain't Big Sean, but I'm making good music. How you keep rhyming, man, I'm used to it. You should be too, I like it see-through. And if we dancing on the floor, I'ma need you. And if we dancing on the floor, I'ma need you.
I know that she be dancing. I know that she should take chances. I know that she's in this bed. I know that she can get this all night. All night. All night. I know that she be dancing. I know that she should take chances. I know that she's in this bed. I know that she can get this all night. All night. All night.
Shooting my shot like, ayy. Hit the red dot like, ayy. Finger on the like, ayy, 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 ayy. Shooting my shot like, ayy. Hit the red dot like, ayy. Their spot like, ayy, ayy.
Call it Motown, call it the Motor City. To Lions fans, this is home. Ford Field in downtown Detroit. And thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico and Greg Olson with you. Buckle up, partner. I think this is going to be an aerial show. Both of these teams giving us the hint that the ball's going to be in the air a lot in this one.
Oh, no question. I think both teams were very clear in our weekly meetings that that was going to be the plan. And what we see right now in today's modern football, Mike, is the direct correlation between explosive plays, in this case, two teams that rely on those explosives coming in the passing game, and the direct ability to score points. At the end of the day, this is who can score the most points. And if you want to score points today, it's going to become by...
Oh, no, right at the start, he loses the football. The Lions have got it.
Every team in the league, they work on scoop and score, and they got the scoop part right. I'll tell you what, he had a lot of lead blockers out in front of him. They were trying to get their buddy into the end zone for 6, but he's going to come up just short.
And he will fight his way to the end zone. David Montgomery, touchdown Lions. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Lions will take a 7-0 lead. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. And they'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. The Chiefs offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. Quick throw, out wide, it's caught. Past the 40. Inside the 20. And what an effort after the catch. He goes all the way. 78 yards. Touchdown, Kansas City. And this one is blocked. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This fielded at about the 9. Now an opening past the 30. And a big mistake there. He's out of bounds, back inside his own 5-yard line. The Lions offense about ready to get going on their second possession. They'll need to get something positive going right away here. Ball starts inside their own 1-yard line. On the ground, Montgomery to start the drive. Loose past the 35. Inside the 10. And he is gone. 99 yards. Touchdown, Detroit. Aubrey, good with the extra point. And the Lions will take a 14-6 lead. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Now, here comes a return from the 9. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line. The Chiefs offense back onto the field for their next possession. The deficit is 8 as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Play action here. Mahomes in trouble, and down he goes. So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. Putting the tight end in motion. Mahomes now on 2nd, and he'll be taken down. They get him back at the 5-yard line.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape.
Robinson hit. He's lost the ball. The Lions have got it. And he rumbles his way into the end zone. The fumble recovery and the great return for the touchdown. Goff with the give to Montgomery. And he gets into the end zone for 2 more and extends the lead to 16.
Not a real complicated breakdown needed here, Mike. In short yardage situations like that, if you have confidence in both your back and your offensive line, sometimes it's the simplest plays that have the best results.
The Chiefs offense and their running back set to go once more. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with 1st down. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick.
So you decide to put the ball in the air deep in your own end zone. That's fine. But the internal clock of the quarterback, it's got to speed up even a little bit more. You cannot hold the ball in this part of the field. And tell you what, he takes the sack, but he's lucky it wasn't a safety.
And this will not turn out to be a good return. Forced backwards, and they get him out of bounds. 1st and 10. Here we go. So they start this on the ground with Montgomery. He's to the 35. Down the sideline, past the 40. Inside the 10. And they won't catch him. He'll go all the way. 99 yards. Touchdown, Detroit. He has come out of the gate smoking. His 3rd touchdown, all in this opening quarter of play. And now, after the big play, got to cut that celebration short because they're going to stay out and go for 2. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. And he's into the end zone again. It's the octopus. He's got the long run for 6 and punches in the 2, all 8 points for good measure. 1 quarter in the books. It's the Lions who have the early lead. And we are back to the Motor City in a moment. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Now return coming from the 7. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. The Chiefs offense about ready to take over once more. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this drive. First down now.
Yellow.
They send the tight end in motion. First down throw, Mahomes. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
That one caught Devon Vele. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with third down. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. That's over the middle and intercepted.
And this is going to go down as a pick, but it really was the pressure defensively that caused the interception. I mean, he was a little sloppy with his fundamentals, but I think it's as a result of the guy in his face led to that ball kind of sailing, inaccurate throw, and that's just really good team defense.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. A run up the gut with Montgomery. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They run out of the gun with Montgomery. And they'll get him down up around the 15-yard line.
The offensive line doing a great job opening these run lanes. They have been there this entire first half, and I think if I'm this play caller, until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away, I think I'm just going to keep turning around and handing it to that guy.
He's to midfield. And they're not going to run him down. He goes all the way. 85 yards. Touchdown, Detroit. Make it 4 touchdowns for him on the afternoon. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. And that back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line. So, here comes the KC offense set to take over once more. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. They're going to motion the tight end over here. On 1st down, it's Mahomes. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
If this quarterback's offensive line had as much fight as he does, I don't think they'd be in this situation to begin with. I mean, it's not even halftime here, Mike, and they've already given up 6 sacks.
And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Now Robinson. Well, that is a fitting end to this drive. Nothing works. He loses yardage on 3rd down. Here comes 4th down. And the Chiefs will punt the ball away, as he'll be standing just inside the back line of the end zone. This will be returned from just beyond midfield. Inside the 10. And he's going to bring this one back. It is a punt return touchdown for the special teams unit. Well, Greg, he kicked it out of his own end zone. Unfortunately, the ball returned back to the end zone. This time in the hands of the return man. A punt return score for 6.
Mike, punting out of your end zone, there's really two big factors. Oftentimes, the punter is in a hurry. He's one step, kick, get this thing out of there. But also the...
And apparently we'll forget about that for the moment and turn our attention to quarter number 3. Let's go. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. The home team's offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They are backed up about as far as you can be, operating from their own 2-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Montgomery. David Montgomery! David Montgomery! Inside the 10! And he is gone! 98 yards! Touchdown, Detroit! He is having a performance to remember. That is 5 touchdowns for him in this one game. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. This is going to be taken in at the 3. And he'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. This offense and their running back heading back on the field. And he's had all sorts of ball control problems in this one. Let's take you back through the moments. Nothing gets you in a coach's doghouse or next to the coach faster than fumbling the football. He's done it multiple times. Very big hole for his team to dig out of. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And now again he loses the football. One of his teammates is there to pick it up. Mahomes from out of the pistol. He'll throw. The pressure gets home. He's lost the football. The Lions have got it. And there it is. The defense comes up with the big play, forcing the fumble as they get their offense right back on the field. Coming up, Greg, with a big turnover.
Taking the ball away, Mike, has really become an art form in the NFL. Some teams are good at it, some teams not so much. But in this case, great job by the defense taking that one away. These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
And he will take this one across into the end zone. Jared Goff. Touchdown, Detroit. Now Aubrey for the extra point. He's got it. And the Lions stretch things out even further. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Here comes a return from the 3. Now, on the return, he has lost the football. And the defense has it. You talk about everything going wrong. A big deficit. All you want is the ball and a chance to get back in the game. And now, Greg, they hand the ball right back to him on this kickoff fumble.
Mike, you know the saying, when it rains, it pours. And right now, it is pouring on this team. They just can't get out of their own way. They lose a fumble here on the kickoff just to make matters worse. This has just been a complete disaster all around for this unit.
On the handoff, it's Montgomery. And he cannot be stopped. He's into the end zone again. David Montgomery. Touchdown, Lions. With that, he joins Gale Sayers and Alvin Kamara, players in the Super Bowl era with 6 touchdowns in a single game. This is caught. He's got it. And they tack 2 more onto their lead.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
The visitors' offense ready to take over once again. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. The tight end going in motion to the left. Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on first. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. What can they do here? This is 3rd and forever. Mahomes now back near his own. And that pressure too great. He's going to be sacked in the end zone. And that is a safety. So first the decision to throw down here backed up near your own goal line. And the defense gets to the quarterback, sacking him, Greg, in the end zone for a safety.
Mike, anytime you're willing to call a pass backed up this deep in your side of the field, you have to trust that your quarterback is going to have the clock in his head to get the ball out of his hand. In this case, he holds on to it too long. The defense is able to get to him in the end zone, and it results in the safety.
Automatic first down.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
What's that?
From the gun, it's Goff. This one complete to Amon-Ra St. Brown. Down to the 10. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. That's picked up by the Chiefs. Well, sometimes the offense tries to make a little too much happen, try to pitch it around, get an extra few yards, except they lose the ball, and the defense will take over.
Mike, you're exactly right. That is what happened here. That's just a prime example of a player just doing a little too much. Just secure the ball, get as many yards as you can, and make sure your team ends up still possessing the ball.
So they go backwards on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 13. Patrick to throw. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. A gift, and here comes Robinson.
Get it right now.
Fighting off tacklers, pushing his way forward. Good gain of about 4. On comes the Chiefs punter, as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. And this will not turn out to be a good return. Forced backwards. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Whoa! David Montgomery. Inside the 30. Inside the 10. And he will go all the way. Incredible run. 98 yards. Touchdown, Detroit. He has scored a season's worth of touchdowns in one game. That's number 7 so far. On for the PAT is Aubrey. It's up and through. And the Lions add on to their already sizable lead. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. The return starts from the 5. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line. The visitors' offense ready to come back out for this next possession. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. To throw is Mahomes. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
Hey, 43.
He'll send a tight end in motion right. Mahomes on first down. Quick throw here is complete. Still on the move. Inside the 10. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Chiefs. Little on now for the extra point. The Lions call their first timeout, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. Here's Cam Little for the PAT. And this one is blocked. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one taken at the 10. And a big mistake there. He's out of bounds, back inside his own 5-yard line. This offense ready for their next possession, led by their running back. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Here we go.
Here's Montgomery. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down.
We go tonight.
Second down and 3.
What's that?
They'll run to the right with Montgomery. He's to the 40. David Montgomery. Inside the 10. And they won't catch him. He'll go all the way. 92 yards. Touchdown, Detroit. This is just getting silly at this point. That's his 8th touchdown of this game. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Going to return this from the 10. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The visitors' offense headed back to take over once more. They'll begin with first and 10. Mahomes. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. Tight end going in motion here. Mahomes now to throw on second. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. One of the tight ends in motion right. Third and long. Now look out. That ball is free in the end zone. But he'll gather it back in. Boy, you really feel the pressure back there near the goal line, and they force the ball out. And lucky for this quarterback, saved him 4 points by falling on the ball.
Absolutely, Mike. I mean, that could have been...
Oh, no. That is not going to work out at all. That will be a safety. File that under head scratcher. Really hard to understand what was going on there. But we do know what's going on the board. 2 points for the defense.
At some point, Mike, you just have to figure out, when is the party over? I mean, just go down, live to play another snap. But in this case, he just kept going back and back and back. And as you said, the defense now gets to come off the field, scoring 2 points.
A first down throw for Mahomes. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
Fire down these two. Fire down these two.
Man, what a hell of a year it's been. Keep on bluffing, but I just can't win. Drown my sorrows, but they learn to swim. Man, what a hell of a year it's been. Head in a bottle, put my heart in a case. Yeah, it's getting harder to act my age. Play a sad song on a tiny violin for the man at the bar confessing his sins. I need some good news. Sitting here sipping on cold truth. Nobody knows what I'm going through, but the devil will walk in my shoes. Wish someone told me living this life would be lonely. Trying to get away from the old me. Still stuck singing these blues. All I really need is a little good news. Love keeps knocking, but I just stay home. I ain't picking no flowers for the seeds that I've sown. They say it gets darker when you're coming on door. Still looking for the right at the end of my wrongs. At the end of my wrongs, I need some good news. Sitting here sipping on cold truth. Nobody knows what I'm going through, but the devil will walk in my shoes. Wish someone told me living this life would be lonely. Try to get away from the old me. Still stuck singing these blues. All I really need is a little good news. It's a little good news. I need some good news. Sitting here sipping on cold truth. Nobody knows what I'm going through, but the devil wouldn't walk in my shoes. Wish someone told me living this life would be lonely. Trying to get away from the old me. Still stuck singing these blues. All I really need is a little good news. All I really need is a little. Something bring me back to the middle. All I really need is a little good news. There's a girl in my backyard. I can run fast but won't get far. My mom thinks that I'm an animal. I'm just looking for the antidote. There's a British girl on my TV screen. She's so hot, she's so mean. Burn my body like it's flammable. Girl, I'm still a fan of you. Hey, 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 hey. Like a cannibal. Baby, I'm a fan of you. Your sensation, my fixation. Just tell me that it's tangible. Baby, I'm a fan of you. Hey, hey, hey. Your sensation,
money, but I still gamble with it. We getting right before we take off on the landing strip. Know that you like all the attention that a fan gives. Say that you like me, but you way too young for marriage. I've been here before, I know exactly how it goes. Yeah, now I got you packing up your clothes. You can hit me up and let me know exactly when you close. I'm her favorite, says she need a... She wanna all day. Hey, 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 hey. Your sensation, my fixation. Just tell me that it's tangible. Hey, hey, hey. Your sensation is my fixation. Open up the rhyme book and read the composition. I can truly give about the competition. I'm in another atmosphere, I'm on another mission. Yeah, you know that boy Logic put pen to page like a petition. You always switching up your whole position. I can see it in your face like an esthetician. Food for thought, it's the highest caliber nutrition. Everything come out my mouth, that's my own cognition. I got out the hood, then got money in addition. I remember when that boy ain't had no pot to... They wouldn't let me in, so I never asked permission. Tours like a war, I'm getting minimum 5 mil permission.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to downtown Detroit and Ford Field, the home of the Lions. So good to have you on board with us, Mike Tirico, Greg Olson here. Greg, you look at the marquee, and it's a lot of offensive stars here. I'm looking at the other side. Defenses better show up here if you want to walk out with a win.
Yeah, I think the burden, of course, lies on the players, particularly the players in the secondaries of both of these teams. They're going to have moments where they've got to win one-on-one, as you said, against some of the top offensive skill players in the league. But I also feel like there's a lot on the shoulders of this defensive coordinator. Can you change up coverages, change up looks, make it difficult pre- and post-snap, not only on these wide receivers and skill players, but also on the guy with the ball in his hand.
Oh, no, right at the start, he loses the football. The Lions have got it.
You know, Mike, with the importance being placed on yards after the catch, we're seeing more and more guys really emphasize turning into a runner as soon as possible. And, of course, it's a critical part of today's modern offense. But the part you have to remember, the yards are never more important than protecting the ball, so it needs to continue to be stressed.
The speed on display. He's in. David Montgomery. Touchdown, Detroit. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. He knocks it through, and the Lions will take a 7-0 lead. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. The Eagles offense going to take over now for the second time. They're trying to hold on to the football this time. Had the fumble on the opening possession, which led to a touchdown. So they trail early as they get it back. Oh, a loose football. The Lions have got it. And he's going to score. Do you believe this start? Opening minute of the game. Fumble recovery. and a touchdown. Aubrey now for the extra point. The kick is good, and the Lions will extend their first quarter lead. It's now 14-0. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. This one taken at the 7. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down. Cousins now on 2nd down. The pressure gets there again, and again he goes down. Zadarius Smith forcing his way in to bring him down. Throwing now on 3rd and that pressure too great. He's going to be sacked in the end zone, and that is a safety. So first the decision to throw down here backed up near your own goal line, and the defense gets to the quarterback, sacking him, Greg, in the end zone for a safety.
Mike, anytime you're willing to call a pass backed up this deep in your side of the field, you have to trust that your quarterback is going to have the clock in his head to get the ball out of his hand. In this case, he holds on to it too long. The defense is able to get to him in the end zone, and it results in the safety.
Straight ahead, it's Montgomery. He's inside the 25. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. David Montgomery. Touchdown, Lions. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Well, that's a way to start a drive. He takes it all the way to the house. I don't know what they were talking about on the last series, but they've come out on this series, Greg, with the right answer for the touchdown.
And, Mike, the reason a lot of teams start off drives with a run play is to allow themselves to operate ahead of the chains. Well, not this guy. He found the alley, he took it, and he's off to the races for 6.
The Eagles offense getting set to get back to work. They are facing an uphill climb early. Begin this drive with 1st and 10. Higgins sent in motion. On 1st down, Cousins. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
This has been a clinic tape as far as how do you rush the quarterback. From all 3 levels, their ability to get the quarterback on the ground is pretty remarkable. And it's still early here in the game. And if this offense doesn't get going here and protect the quarterback, we could be looking at a record.
And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. Working out of the gun, it's Cousins. And that pressure too great. He's going to be sacked in the end zone. And that is a safety. Defense knows whether it's a pick 6 or a scoop and score. Even this one, Greg, 2 points. When the defense puts points on the board, they feel great about it.
Mike, talk about getting the job done on defense. Not only does it result in 2 points on the scoreboard, but now the offense is going to get the ball back, and likely with great field position.
Automatic 1st down.
They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. They'll run with Montgomery. He's beyond midfield to the 45. And he will score again. David David Montgomery. Touchdown, Detroit. That is his third touchdown of the afternoon. So his big first half continues. 3 rushing touchdowns already. Maybe have to start looking at the record book, see if he can do it. The record in a game is 6. A return now from the 4. Now on the return, he has lost the football. And this is taken in by the defense. And when we talk about momentum and trying to stop negative momentum, it's moments like this. Not only did you just give up the big score, but now, Greg, they've got to get that defense back on the field after the fumble.
Yeah.
And he's got another one. David Montgomery. Touchdown, Lions. This is quickly turning into a virtuoso performance. 4 first-half touchdowns. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Here comes a return from the 5. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's will begin. The Eagles offense ready to get back at it. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. The motion man is Nakua. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. 2nd down and 8. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Oh, they are on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. The Lions have got it. How about the defense getting to the quarterback, getting access to the ball, knocking it free, and coming up with the recovery.
I'd like to see the quarterback just be a little more secure.
And they cannot contain him at all. He's into the end zone yet again. David Montgomery. Touchdown, Detroit. Oh, and now look at this. It's a fake. And this is going to be caught in the end zone. Of all the unlikely plays to see, it winds up being good for 2 points. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. This is fielded inside the 5. Now, on the return, he has lost the football. Special teams has come up with the recovery. And he's out of bounds on what will wind up being the final act of this open. Here's 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Montgomery. David Montgomery. Inside the 40. Still going. And they're not going to run him down. He goes all the way. 99 yards. Touchdown, Detroit. Now, how about this? It's a fake. With that, he joins Gale Sayers and Alvin Kamara, players in the Super Bowl era with 6 touchdowns in a single game. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. This returnable from the 4. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line. The Eagles offense ready to get back to work. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Here's Cousins throwing, and he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Second down, Cousins. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down. Now, Cousins. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
Sometimes in the NFL, you have to be careful what you ask for. This offensive line, they were very clear to us this week. They wanted to take on this group. They loved the ability to be challenged. Well, they might have poked the bear a little bit too much because they've now surrendered a whopping 10 sacks in a single game. And I don't think there's been any signs of this pass rush slowing down.
And this will not turn out to be a good return. Forced backwards, and they get him out of bounds. On 1st and 10, it's Montgomery. David Montgomery. David Montgomery. Inside the 10. And he is gone. 98 yards. Touchdown, Detroit. He has scored a season's worth of touchdowns in one game. That's number 7 so far. The extra point by Aubrey is good. And the Lions will add one more onto their big lead. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. And they'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. The visitors' offense ready to take over once more. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Man in motion is Brown. On 1st and 10, Cousins. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Now a 2nd down throw for... Now problems. He loses the football near his own goal line. And that's going to be scooped up in the end zone. A fumble recovery for touchdown. And they have done it again, Greg. The rare game where you have 2 fumble returns for touchdown. The defense coming up with it one more time.
The best defenses, Mike, they understand that turnovers come in bunches. All of a sudden you get one, they kind of get contagious. In this case, we see it unfold. They get one earlier. They get another fumble return for a touchdown. And I wouldn't be surprised if you see him get a 3rd.
Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line. So now this team's offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll start out 1st down and 10. Higgins sent in motion. Cousins now to throw. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. Cousins now. That's caught right side, the tight end Schultz.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And, man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defenders.
Oh, and the rookie puts it on the deck. It's a fumble. The Lions have got it.
You know, it's amazing, Mike, that guys still end up fumbling the ball because I can tell you from experience, the first 15 minutes of every offensive practice, is ball security circuit, and that could be a combination of multiple things. Had to go to the ground with that.
And he cannot be stopped. He's into the end zone again. David Montgomery, touchdown Lions. This is just getting silly at this point. That's his 8th touchdown of this game. So it's another touchdown run, and this one puts his name in the NFL record book. He has set the new standard, most rushing touchdowns in a single game. A safe kick taken at the 5. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line. Higgins sent in motion. A first down throw for a hit, and he has lost the football. The Lions have got it. In the pocket, looking to throw the ball, but the defense was looking right at the ball. They knock it away and come up with the turnover.
Mike, we see so often a quarterback is so focused, keeping his eyes down the field.
And they cannot contain him at all. He's into the end zone yet again. David Montgomery, touchdown Detroit. Can you believe this performance? That is his 9th touchdown of the game. Now Aubrey for the extra point. Oh, look at this. It's a fake. And they will not let up. He is into the end zone for 2 more.
Certainly unconventional in their wisdom here, but somehow it still works out. I don't think the defensive PAT unit was at all expecting a fake. Remember, the ball's now snapped from the 15-yard line on an extra point attempt. No one's expecting you to fake it, and I think they used that to their advantage.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. So we've reached halftime here at Ford Field, and the Lions have the lead. As we'll send you down to Orlando now, where Jonathan... And hold that thought. Let's get right back to it. We are ready for the 3rd quarter. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The 3rd quarter is underway. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And a big mistake there. He's out of bounds, back inside his own 5-yard line. The Lions offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And as we roll through the highlights, we see how important he has been to his team's success in this one. Running the ball in concert with an offensive line that did a great job in clearing the path. It has been a great team effort thus far today. One more time for Montgomery. He's to the 25. He's to the 45. 35 more yards. Back-to-back big plays to get this drive rolling. They'll stay on the ground. Again, Montgomery. A gain there of 15. Good for a Lions first down. From the pistol, a run with Montgomery. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's 2nd and 6. On the ground, Montgomery. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard, but that's it. Important one here. Want to keep this drive moving. Got to pick up 3rd and 4. 17 yards, the gain there. First down, Detroit.
Pretty much just more of the same from what we saw with this back in the first half. And he doesn't need much. He gets a little bit of space, and then he can create the rest. It's the combination of patience, vision, and then the burst to hit the hole once he sees it. This guy's been a handful all day.
And he'll be brought down on what will be the final. Here's a 2nd and 6. Now Montgomery. And he cannot be stopped. He is into the end zone again. David Montgomery. Touchdown, Lions. Go ahead and add one more on this sick total. His 10th touchdown of the game. It's crazy. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. This is going to be taken in at the 3. And he'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line. The offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And as we take you back through the highlights, there aren't many of them from a quarterbacking perspective. He's been unable to sustain a lot in any of these drives and does not have a touchdown pass to this point. Cousins. Oh, they are on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. The Lions have got it, and he is going to bring this one back. It is a fumble recovery for a defensive touchdown. And now it's a flip back to the kicker. It's a fake. This will be caught. And he's going to take this into the end zone. I wasn't sure we'd ever see a fake extra point again, but this one works. So instead of 1, they get 2. Now on the return, he has lost the football. And it's recovered by one of his teammates. This team's offense make their way. Now, Cousins. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Here's Cousins. And that pressure too great. He's going to be sacked in the end zone. And that is a safety. And that is the last thing you want to do, Greg. When you have the ball on offense in your hands and the other team gets points, it is 2 with a safety there.
And it's really a rare play in the NFL, Mike. We just don't see it very often. So anytime a defense gets the run off the field celebrating, getting an easy 2 points, they'll take it.
Ready! Ready! Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it, and he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. 13 yards to start that drive, and a quick first down.
Let's go now.
Here's a designed run. How about this one, too, to start the drive? Mark him off with a gain of 24 and another first down.
Get it. Let go.
Now, this looks like a design run. That's a gain of 16 yards, and it sets up 1st and goal.
Ready.
Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it, and this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. We might need a calculator before this one is done. It has been one-sided, and the route rolls on, Greg.
Absolutely, Mike, and they just keep piling on the points. I mean, this offensive play caller, he's saying it's never enough. I'm going to try to score with every possession, and we've seen him do that all game long.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. This will be returned from the 6. And he will get back to only about his 20-yard line. That's where the drive will start. To throw is Cousins. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. Cousins gonna throw. Now problems. He loses the football near his own goal line. And it looks like the offense is gonna come up with this one. Wow, nearly a disaster. They get it back. Now look out. That ball is free in the end zone. And that pressure too great. He's gonna be sacked in the end zone. And that is a safety. So it's a win here for the Lions. And this was as good as it gets, all 3 phases of the game, in perfect harmony as they post the lopsided shutout victory. That'll do it for us, for my partner, Greg Olson, our entire team, Mike Tirico.
You wanna try to beat the force, I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more.
Don't be afraid of the bounce. See when your things levels got changed, you get mouth. How can I walk in?